Hi, I'm Ebonie Henderson, and this is Chicago's Tomorrow, Interview Chicago Today, brought to you by UCAN. Today, I am interviewing Mr. Henry Godinez. He is a resident artistic associate here at Goodman Theater and a professor at Northwestern University. Thank you for being here, Mr. Godinez.
Of course, and you can call me Henry.
Thank you, Henry. And can you introduce yourself?
I'm the resident artistic associate here at Goodman, and I'm a professor at Northwestern University where I teach acting. And I don't necessarily pursue acting anymore, but sometimes it comes up, and it keeps me honest to have to practice what I teach. But I am a director. I also direct elsewhere around the country when I'm not directing at the Goodman. So I guess I'm a teacher, director, and sometimes actor. I was trained as an actor, but it's not my primary focus these days.
And why did you choose your field? What made you get into it?
Oh man. Well, when I got into it, when I was in high school, it was just something that I sort of stumbled into, and it was really the one thing that that always kept me engaged and probably kept me out of jail. No, it kept me out of trouble. It was a way for me to channel my energy and my creativity, and I guess I did it and still do it because I love helping people look at the world in a different way and look at other human beings in a different way.
I did some research about you, and you started your own Latino group. Why did you start your own Latino group?
Well, myself and a group of actors, and especially a friend of mine named Eddie Torres, we were in a show together, and we had both been reading a lot of new plays by Latinx playwrights, new Latino plays, and nobody was producing them. And we realized, these were stories that were about us, and we knew that there were other people like us in the world, and these stories weren't getting told. And we thought, if no one else is going to tell them, then we're going to do it. And so we started a company to produce these wonderful new Latino plays that no other theater was putting on. So it was our mission.
And what's the best part of teaching at Northwestern University?
I think for me the best part of teaching anywhere, but especially at Northwestern, is that our students are so smart and they keep me honest. They really they push me to always be telling the truth, and they make me re-examine how I do what I do and how I've always done what I do.
And what's the best advice could you give to a young actor, especially me?
Especially you. I think the best advice I could give you would be to continue to fill yourself up, continue to be a curious human being, and fill yourself up with as much information as you can access through your imagination, by reading books, by seeing things, by talking to people, by being an alive and aware human being that takes in the world around you. Because as an actor, as an artist, all you have to draw on is that, So continue to really just be curious about the world around you, and continue to expand your curiosity and your imagination and your intellect. I think that's the most important thing for a young actor.
Why do you think theater is important to the future of Chicago?
I think that theater is important to the future of Chicago because Chicago is it's such a diverse city. And it's only going to continue to become more and more diverse. And as the city and the world becomes more diverse, especially with immigrants, I think that we need to understand each other. And I think that theater allows us to tell stories about our shared humanity And the more that we can celebrate those stories, the more hope there is that we will recognize the similarities amongst us as human beings. And to me, that gives me hope that there will be peace, that there will be harmony, and that we can live together as people in a city, as people in a country, and hopefully as people in a world. So I think that theater is important to the future of this city and the country because it informs us about the other, the people that we consider the other. And in learning about the other, we actually learn about ourselves. And to me, that's the future.
Well, thank you for being with us today, Henry.
You're so welcome, Ebonie. My pleasure. Thank you for being here.
This has been Ebonie Henderson for Chicago's Tomorrow, Interview Chicago's Today, brought to you by UCAN.